Oh, hello. Welcome to Advanced Livestream. I'm Peter, your host. Today we're going to be talking about words and phrases having to do with sight, having to do with seeing, but I'm not sure who my co-host is this week. He just showed up like this. Let's see who it is. It's Teacher John.
Hello, friends.
Welcome back, Teacher John. He's back to the live stream for the first time since we changed seats here.
I've been sitting there for at least a week.
Amazing. He is that dedicated, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, good to see you all, or to hear from you, Steve. Hi, I saw your comment there below. How's it going?
So, anyway, we are thrilled to have Teacher John with us here today to talk to you guys about sight and seeing. It's based off of an article that appears later this week in the magazine, which is about AI on your eyes and having to do with your sight. So, we'll talk this today about sight and seeing and get you warmed up for that article. Let's start with our poll, as always. The question is,
Hi, Tony.
Do you wear glasses?
Yes.
All the time? For reading and driving? Not at all. Yes. Sunglasses, dude. Anyway, respond to the poll question. Let's find out whether we wear glasses. John, you don't wear glasses, right?
Sunglasses, dude. Actually, I always wish I was cool enough to be a sunglasses guy, but I just don't. I think I've had a few pairs and I always end up losing them. My kids were fighting over some sunglasses that a friend bought for kids sunglasses recently.
Yeah. Hey, Agatha.
Everybody.
Welcome.
B, good to see you. Agatha, Tony,
good to
JJ.
see you. B, hello. That's the thing about
nice
sunglasses, though. John says he's not cool enough to wear sunglasses. You put sunglasses on, you are cool. That's the magic of sunglasses.
You become mysterious,
You become
right?
mysterious.
Yeah.
You have a mystique, as we should say.
They say the eyes are the window to the soul in English.
That's
like
right.
the window. Yeah, I mean, that expression makes sense. And I bet there's a similar one in Chinese that when you can see someone's eyes, you can kind of tell what they're thinking, if they're nervous, if they're tired. But when you have sunglasses on, who even knows?
That's the
mystery. Who even knows?
Yes,
you might be sleeping. You're that cool. You wear glasses, right?
I should wear glasses, but I don't. If I go to the theater and see live theater, it helps if I'm wearing glasses, but I can function without them, and there's a whole story connected to that, which we don't have time to get into.
But you don't have smart glasses
But
yet.
I don't have smart glasses
Me neither.
yet.
Me
No,
neither.
we'll be talking about those in a little while.
Yeah.
But thanks for responding to our poll question. We're getting responses in so far. Looks like just over half of you do wear glasses.
We have
all the
dedicated
time.
students. They've been hitting the books.
Right.
And we have some sunglasses out there.
Right.
But not a lot of just reading glasses people.
Right. It's sort of all or nothing. There's just less than a third of you don't wear them at all. So, we have an interesting demographic here.
Sophie, that's
what
hilarious.
Does she say?
Sophie says it looks weird to have sunglasses and a mask at the same time.
Yes.
You know what? Yeah, I
Double
remember.
the mystery.
In the States, we hadn't been wearing masks as much, like for the swine flu or SARS. We didn't have a mask culture yet. And so when people started wearing masks, especially in LA, going into a convenience store, it scared me at first. Because normally when someone goes in somewhere with a mask in the States, they're about to rob the place.
Unfortunately, yes.
But sunglasses, you never see them.
Yeah, but let's give you some vocabulary here. Most of our vocabulary today is going to be expressions, not just individual words. Again, having all to do with sight, with seeing, looking, or with eyes. So first off, we have a phrase for you. Out of sight.
Ooh, okay.
Should appear on your screen at the bottom there. Out of sight. John, what is out of sight?
Sometimes we'll use this phrase with the phrase out of mind. We say out of sight, out of mind. Well, actually, excuse me, there's two ways. First of all, if you say, wow, that pizza was out of sight. It means it was just so amazing. I think it's from home runs, right? You hit a baseball and the ball goes out of your sight. So it's actually a really good thing.
Right. If you say, that new car is out of sight.
And sometimes we say it outa. Oh, she's out of sight.
Out of sight.
But hi, Rose. I envy those who don't have to wear glasses. Yeah, I know. My vision is getting worse and worse. It's almost time for glasses for me. I miss the old days. Steve, sometimes doing eye exercise because every time you play video games, I always have to remind myself to rest for half an hour. That's right, and doing eye exercises at the same time. In Asia, people are used to wearing masks, says B. Yes,
true.
I feel like there's been a few years of getting adapted to masks.
That's true, yeah. In fact, it's funny you said that. I'm glad, B, thanks for the clarification, because until that moment, I was thinking John was talking about Halloween masks. I hadn't made the connection to the pandemic.
You've been here for a long time.
I'm imagining he's going to LA seeing people wearing like monster masks and sunglasses for some reason.
No.
Thank you for the clarification,
right,
B. Yes.
But there's also this phrase, out of sight, out of mind. That means if something's not in front of you, you don't think about it.
Yes,
so,
yes.
Yeah.
And here's another one for you. Speaking of something that is out of your sight, sight unseen. That's another phrase for you. Something is sight unseen. It means, usually it's in regard to something that you have bought without seeing beforehand.
Yeah.
Did you hear about Bill? He bought that new car sight unseen.
That's
now,
right.
Why would you buy something like a new car without seeing it first, let alone driving it? That's why there's a phrase for it, because sometimes that sort of thing happens. Maybe Bill really trusted the owner of the car, or maybe there was something a little suspicious going on there. We don't know all the details. So when you hear the phrase, he bought that new painting sight unseen. He didn't even see it because he just likes the artist. He figures it's going to be good no matter what.
Yeah.
So it's an interesting expression when you hear it. You won't hear it every day, but sight unseen.
You'll hear that for real estate sometimes. Like they bought the apartment sight unseen. They just knew it was a good location at a good price. They wanted to take advantage of it. Oftentimes, if people have a lot of money, they'll buy things sight unseen.
Right, exactly.
They don't have time to go there and look at their new house. Alan, you said you have nearsighted. Sometimes we just say, I am nearsighted, or I've been nearsighted since a kid, and now I have presbyopia.
Yeah.
As I got older. It bothers me when reading small words printed on products because I can't find a proper distance to see the words.
No, I'm starting to deal with that myself, Alan. I can sympathize, buddy.
And Steve, exactly, yes. For collectors, sight unseen after buying something like a action figure if you're a collector.
Yeah.
Agatha, that's a really good point. Yeah, online shopping is always sight unseen. You never know.
Might see a picture of it on the website, but you don't see the actual thing until it shows up. Unlike in a store, where you can see the thing that you're going to actually take home after you've paid for it.
Yes.
But online purchasing, in a sense, is sight unseen.
Right.
One more expression having to do with sight. Sight for sore eyes. John, what's a sight for sore eyes?
Well, you use it this way. If let's say I haven't seen my friend in a long time, or I need some help, and then someone, let's say my friend comes after a trip and I say, wow, you are a sight for sore eyes. Basically, you've missed someone or something.
Something you've been looking for a lot, and that's why your eyes are so sore. Because they're tired and they've been looking around for this friend or for beauty or whatever. And so they're sore now because they haven't found it. And then there's the example. And so it is a sight for sore eyes.
You could say flying back to Taipei and seeing Yilingyi was a sight for sore eyes when I'd been in the States for 6 months.
Yes.
Something like that.
Yes.
Yeah, kind of a missing feeling. There's also this one, an eye for an eye. And this is a famous phrase that means like retaliation. So it comes from a phrase in the Bible, an old law that says an eye for an eye. So basically, you don't want to, we call this the law of retribution. Like you don't, if you do something bad, that same bad thing happens to you.
Right.
Like if you steal $100, you have to pay $100.
You have to pay $100. Or if you punch someone, they get to punch you, or someone punches you.
Yeah.
It's old-fashioned. You'll mainly understand it in terms of the Bible, but you sometimes hear it even now today when the punishment for the crime is determined to, sort of repeat the crime, but against the offender instead of the victim. An eye for an eye. So it's not necessarily a good thing, but you will hear it.
It means you haven't forgiven someone, right?
Right.
So sometimes movies are about an eye for an eye, right? Someone, you killed my father, and now I kill you. It's like the classic samurai movie.
There is at least one movie out there called An Eye for an Eye. I think it might have Chuck Norris.
Oh, okay.
In it, yeah. And then there's another one, I think, with Sally Field, in which she plays a vigilante victim of a crime who goes on a vigilante spree. Vigilante means someone who does the job of the police themselves.
Yeah.
Just, doesn't wait for the police, taking vengeance.
That's a good
Let's
word.
go to our discussion question now. As you can see, there's a lot of terminology and phrases that use vision or sight. So our discussion question, we have one today, smart glasses. Smart glasses, quote unquote. This is what you'll read about in the article later this week. It's partly about smart glasses. These are eyeglasses that can take pictures and record video. I can put on a pair of glasses like this and take your picture as I'm talking to you, or even record video. What are the pros and cons of this technology? How could it be good? How could it be bad? What are the pros and cons of smart glasses? The technology already exists. This isn't a dream. This isn't a fantasy for the future. The technology already exists. They don't quite look like this right now. They're a bit bigger because they haven't shrunk down the technology enough yet. But they are here, and maybe in 5 years' time they'll look just like this. What are the pros and cons of smart glasses? Let us know your answers in the comments section. Meantime, we'll keep giving you some more phrases, going back to I now, phrases with I in them. We have one, the eye of the storm. Dramatic phrase, the eye of the storm. John, what's that?
When you look at a map of a hurricane, there's like a swirling pattern, right? And there's this center portion called an eye. I'm assuming it's the same with typhoons, where there's kind of a vortex. We call that a vortex. And the center part is the eye in weather terms. But this term, we use it to mean the center of the problem. You could say, wow, the whole office was tense, but the eye of the storm was Sally's cubicle, something like that.
Right. Actually, eye of the storm can also mean the opposite. It can also mean a moment of eerie calm in the middle of the storm, because the literal eye of a hurricane or a typhoon, you've seen the big photos of them. They're these big swirling clouds, but then right in the center there's a tiny little circle where nothing's happening. And that is the eye, the technical eye of the hurricane or the typhoon or whatnot. And right there, just because of the way the storm is constructed, there's nothing going on. It's a moment of calm, and so sometimes the expression is used to mean, we should be dealing with a lot of stuff right now because we got all these problems, but it's calm for some reason. Well, it's the eye of the storm. It doesn't mean the storm is gone. It just means we're in the eye right now, and in a little while the storm, activity is going to come back in some way.
Yes. Hi, JJ. You can't play poker games.
Yes,
and
with
Agatha,
the smart glasses. Right.
One of the cons you can think of is you need to purchase a large e-storage to store those images and videos. Rose, you also say, I guess it's convenient to take pictures with smart glasses, but taking pictures with smartphones is convenient enough. And Woo, you point out that 007's job becomes easier because of smart glasses. It's true. I think this is worth talking about. So smart glasses, part of what makes them smart is they have a little computer in the side, and now with AI, there are assistants that can actually help you and talk to you. I don't know about you, but I don't love having my picture taken. I always feel really nervous because in my mind I'm thinking, everyone in the world might see me in whatever awkward pose I choose in this moment. You know what I mean?
The thing.
And it's not always the case that a picture goes online or something, but I think I feel more nervous knowing that I'm being observed. And so someone with smart glasses on, I think I would just feel a little bit more like, kind of a little bit more scared around them,
Well, that's the thing. You would wonder, is this person taking my picture, as I speak? There would be this whole sort of protocol, this system of behavior that would develop out of it if every time you meet someone wearing glasses, those could be smart glasses.
Potoro says, like Detective Conan. Does he have smart glasses? You know the show Detective Conan?
Oh, I don't.
He's the kid. He's a guy that becomes a kid and is a detective. I didn't know he has smart glasses. Or maybe that's just a joke because he's very smart and has glasses. Steve, you say the smart glasses can really be good to take photos with, like scenery, and you can plug them into the computer. However, sometimes criminals use hacks against them. Interesting.
See, that's the thing.
You can record movies.
Right. There's all kinds of things.
There's always a bad way to use any technology.
Well, the way things can all be interconnected nowadays. Right now, I think smart glasses just allow you to take pictures and record video, but eventually they'll allow you to play video.
Yeah.
I'm sure. And goodness knows what else. Sophie says, what will be the new function of cell phones after the smart glasses are common?
Yeah.
Good question. We may be looking at a potential antique here.
Yeah, well, there's definitely a lot of cons. AI is still in its new stage. Some of the AI products that have come out recently, people didn't really love them because they just don't make life more convenient than the smartphone. You can have AI on your smartphone, right? So just the interface isn't there. We're so used to having our phone. So
Alan says it is cool to wear smart glasses, but it might risk infringing, nice word, infringing people's privacy as someone uses it to stream live video. Imagine someone's got a YouTube channel about what they did today, and one of the things they did was talk to you, and that conversation then becomes part of their live stream. And how do you suddenly your conversation with this person is being witnessed by thousands of millions of people. I don't know. Lots to think about.
Lots to think about, and I'm not sure if it will replace cell phones yet. That's the big question, and I think that's the big challenge for smartphones these days. Well, friends,
just about time's up here, but let's leave you with just one last expression. It kind of ties into our discussion about smart glasses, and that is see eye to eye. To see eye to eye on something means to agree. Basically, if you'll usually hear it in the negative. Oh, John and I, we agree on a lot of things, but we don't see eye to eye on elephants at baseball games.
We don't see eye to eye.
We can't find agreement on that. And just like, people right now may not see eye to eye on the uses of smart glasses and whether those are entirely good or entirely bad or whatnot. So seeing eye to eye, another just an expression means don't agree on something.
I see. Steve, we'll have to check out this Fast and the Furious Part 8. There have been so many of these movies where Charlize Theron takes the God's eye technology that can see everything to hack AI equipment in cars too.
As always, Hollywood got there first.
Hollywood. Cool. It was really good to see you guys, sort of. See you eye to eye, hopefully. I look forward to talking more on the advanced radio with you guys.
And Teacher John, great to have you back with us at the Advanced Live Stream. Be sure to join us again next week, same time, same day, when we will have more vocabulary for you. And who knows who the guest host will be next week.
Who knows? But if you want to see us live and chat in English, also to see an amazing show with our amazing gospel choir, Heavenly Melody, play some games together, this Friday, we'll put the information below. Hi, guys! We'll put the information up right here. It's a free show on Friday. Try to sign up in advance. We're not sure how fast tickets will sell out, and it's just right off the MRT line. We'll hopefully see you on Friday, but if not, see you next Monday.
Yes, we'll see you soon.
I see what you did there. See